Hey guys, Sarah Perrins Outdoor, and today we are back with another Tackle Warehouse unboxing. So today, as you can see, I have a box right here, and of course the rod in the background. So I did buy another rod, but I also got a little bit of tackle, so I'm going to show that first, and I'll save the rod for last. But anyway, this was a pretty expensive order just because, you know, I got a new rod. But first, let me show you some tackle that I got. Got a few pretty new products that I'm pretty excited about, and I'm definitely making some videos on. Let me get this open real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me get this paper out of the way. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, I'll get this out of the way. So you can see that. Okay. So, here, we'll just start with this. So like I said, I am getting some new products, and here is one of them. This is a Booyah Toad Runner, which I just got in the bone color. I mean, it really doesn't matter because like the bottom is pretty much white on all of them. It's either white or black on the very bottom. So really the top does not matter at all. But I guess this kind of looks more like a baitfish than a frog, like the color, but it still should do pretty good. And this is a very big frog. I am going to do a more in-depth video of this frog, and I'll probably be comparing it to the other Booyah frogs. But this thing is 7/8 of an ounce. It is huge. I mean, it's huge for a frog. So, and that paddle tail is also really big. And as you can see, they do have a wire in there. It's supposed to be like bendable, which like creates different actions and stuff. I don't know. That is a pretty cool bait, and I can't wait to use that. The next bait I got is another really new bait. This is from Scott Martin, and it's the Live Target Popper Frog. It's like kind of made by Scott Martin, and I have seen some of Scott Martin's videos, and he was definitely catching some fish on these. And I did catch my PB on like a mini popping frog. I mean, honestly, a bigger one would probably be better, but I did get the smaller size just to try out a smaller frog, because I did get a Spro, like mini Spro frog, a mini Spro popping frog, and it was terrible. But I think this one's a lot better, and let's try this out. I'll probably make a video on this one too. But anyway, the next bait we got in here is this Booyah spinner bait. It's a 3/8 of an ounce. It's bigger than I thought it would be, but still it should be pretty good. And the pond that I'm planning on fishing this at, it's kind of clear, kind of murky, so I got white and chartreuse and then a gold and silver blade, so just kind of in between clear and murky water. And we did get a sticker here that comes free. The next thing we got is this Buckeye Lures underspin, pretty much. I think it's 1/4 of an ounce, and I've been wanting to try an underspin out, so picked one up. Next thing we got are a couple shirts. Short sleeve I got for free. I spent too much money, and long sleeve, it was only $5 because I spent too much money. But anyway, the next thing we got here is this Strike King finesse jig. It's a football finesse jig, I think. But anyway, it's 3/8 of an ounce. It's got a weed guard, which that weed guard is pretty light, but I kind of like lighter weed guards. And it's just in a green pumpkin. I forget what the exact color it is. It's like green pumpkin with a little bit of orange in there. And so I got some trailers for that. Got some green pumpkin red pack chunks there. So those will be some trailers for that. That is all the lures. Or actually, I do have a couple more I was going to show you. I also went to Dick's Sporting Goods the other day and picked up a couple lures, so I'm going to show those also. I got the Lunker Hunt Prop Frog, which this is kind of similar to the Booyah Toad Runner. Like, they are, you know, pretty different, but kind of similar. And I might do a video on each of these and a comparison video on them. This seems, I'm kind of more excited about this frog, honestly, than the Booyah Toad Runner. But next bait we got here is this Rapala Skitter Pop. I have seen this lure before. Obviously, this is a lot older lure than the other ones. But it's kind of like a popper, and like it's like a mix of a popper and a spook. And it's basically just a spook with like a little popping mouth. And it's like a miniature one, so it should be pretty good. And I'll definitely be using that in a future video. But now, the final part, we have our rod. Let me open this up. It's probably going to take me a minute, and I will fast forward through that. Okay guys, I finally unpackaged this whole rod, and I'm already seeing total quality with this rod. Here, let me turn it around. so you can see what I'm dealing with here. But anyway, this is the Dobyns Fury series casting rod. Let me, there you go. It is a 7.3 heavy rod. I've never had a heavy rod before. Also never had a 7.3 rod, so this is definitely my beefier setup that I'm going to be using. As you can see right there, it says 7.3 heavy fast action, spinnerbaits, buzzbaits, Senkos, horny toads, jigs, small swim baits. I mean, that's pretty much everything. That's a little bit bigger, and that's pretty accurate. I was going to be using this mainly for my frog rod and bigger topwaters. Okay, now you can see it again. Kind of blurred out, but finally got in focus. But anyway, there you can see all the things that it can be used for. I cannot wait to use this rod. Unfortunately, like, it got really cold this week. It was really warm last week, but all of a sudden it got like really cold, and it's been raining a bunch still, which is kind of annoying because I definitely want to get out and use this rod. But I mean, there's not much to say about it right now. You know, first impressions, it's really good. Except, I don't know what Tackle Warehouse did, but like the very end of this rod is kind of like has some debris on it or something. I think it's just from that rod tube. I don't know if you can really tell, but there's kind of some stuff on it right there. But no big complaints, because it definitely, like, as soon as I got this out of the box, I could just tell it was quality, and I cannot wait to be using it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this unboxing video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.